Hey, this is C&D channel. I'm Chris, this is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for Bellator 67, which is going to happen on May 4th on MTV2. As the fight card stands right now, Nordine Talib is supposed to fight someone. His opponent is still to be announced. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a prediction for his fight. Look for that in the comment section. And always check our comment section because when fights change, that's when we're going to have the new prediction. Otherwise, solid enough card, solid card. You got anything to say, man? I'm not endorsing it very well, I guess.
No, I mean, we just finished UFC 146 and come to this card is a little bit, feel like a little bit weak,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's still, okay, it's not bad. We have Mike Chandler,
Michael Chandler, yeah.
Michael Chandler, we have, Bryan Baker. We have some good cards.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Saunders Baker. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Some of the undercards like Laurent T. Nelson versus Cosmo Alexander should be good. There's a heavyweight fight on here. There's a welterweight tourney semifinal on here. Ryan Ford's gonna fight Sapos Santos, probably for entry into the next welterweight tournament, I'm guessing. Not a bad card.
Not a bad card, but definitely compared to UFC card, you're talking about different story here.
Yeah. It's actually just not even their strongest effort, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But hey,
let's just do this, right?
Let's just do this.
Okay, so we got lightweight champion Michael Chandler versus Akihiro Gono.
I always support different ethnic group, but hey, champ, he's a champ.
Dude, Michael Chandler beat up Eddie Alvarez and like won the fights of the year. I say beat up, but he rear naked choked Eddie Alvarez in his last fight.
Yeah.
This guy, if he weren't a prospect in Bellator, he'd be a top prospect in the UFC. I mean, he's that good. 9-0 undefeated record. NCAA Division I wrestling. He has all those accolades that all the top wrestlers have. Striking, improving. He saw it against Eddie Alvarez. Has power. Good chin. This guy was getting tagged by Alvarez and kept going. He's kind of like a mini Sean Shirk. He'll push you up against a cage. He's, you know what I mean? Like, he's relentless about getting takedowns. And that's the thing. Gono, veteran for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ground game, really creative. I've seen him get some submissions out of nowhere, but I don't think he's beating Michael Chandler.
No, definitely not. Especially Chandler, good wrestler. I can see he control the, top control, really used well here. Disregard like his striking is not that bad. So I see a lot of potential for Michael here.
Yeah. Oh, Michael, honestly, this is one of those non-title super fights that Bellator puts out to keep their champs busy. Quite honestly, Michael Chandler should win this one. I don't really see many avenues for Gono to win this, to be perfectly honest. Chandler all the way here. Okay, next fight after that, we have Bryan the Beast Baker versus Killer B Ben Saunders.
Like I said it before, I said it again, Baker has a lot of potential. Similar 3 records, 8 KO, TKO, 3 sub. He is very big for his division.
Well, he used to fight as a middleweight, and he wasn't a small middleweight.
Yeah, his good judo, his power, his standout. In defensive as a whole, but the guy's power is pretty insane. I can see him like a freaking train, just walk through people left and right, man.
Not against Ben Killer B though, man. He's very big for the weight class as well. Long limb, tall and lanky. He's got adamantium in his knees. I asked him on a forum one time, do you have adamantium in his knees? He didn't actually say so, but he hinted at it. Okay? His BJJ greatly improving. You saw it against like Sapo, for example. I mean, this guy hunts for arm locks, man. I mean, he'll get in side mount and just try and attack that arm. When he's on the bottom, he'll use rubber guard. Gotta go with Ben Killer B Saunders to win this one.
It's definitely very strong pick. Again, hopefully Baker, show me again the surprise. I just hope for the best.
Yeah. One thing about Ben Saunders, if he wins this, I'd like to see him fight Carl the Psycho Amasu, who's fighting David Rickles, who's really good himself. So I'm looking forward to seeing the final for this welterweight tournament.
Absolutely.
Okay, next right after that, Ryan Ford is going to fight Luis Sapos Santos.
Pick up Ryan Ford, 17-4 records, 9 KO, TKO, and 7 sub. 3 rules by sub, he trained in a very good camp too.
TriStar, man.
Yeah.
That's where GSP trains, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've seen Ryan Ford fight and multiple shows, especially like the MFC and whatnot. He's a good fighter, but I gotta go with Santos here. I like what I see, especially with his Muay Thai. He's really accurate. On the ground, I mean, he looked pretty bad on the ground against Ben Saunders, but Ben Saunders had a really tricky guard, among other things. I gotta go with Sapo here. Lots of fights, man. 50 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. Just a lot of experience. But Ryan Ford, more than when you have 20 fights, that's actually a lot of fights. So it's not like he doesn't have any fights or anything.
Absolutely, and he's very good on the submission on the ground game. So hopefully he picks out a ground game and then sneak a win in here.
Okay, next right after that, so we got some heavyweights. As Damian Grabowski is going to fight Dave Huckaba.
I gotta go for Damian. I mean, 15-1 record, 5 KO, 9 submission. Definitely well-rounded guy. 2-5 winning streak. This guy has just pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm going with Grabowski as well. His only loss is to Bellator champion Cole Conrad.
Yes.
Grabowski just fought Eddie Sanchez like a couple days or a week ago and won with a key lock. He's very active right now. Huckaba, good record, 17-4, more than 20 fights. 14 of those wins are by KO TKO. He's on a 6-fight win streak, so Huckaba's a good fighter himself. Quite a finisher, actually. Out of 17 wins, 16 of them are all finish. 14 of them are by KO or TKO. I'm kind of hoping Grabowski takes this fight to the ground, though, to be on the safe side.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. So, yeah, let's go on to the prelim card then, huh?
Yes.
Okay, Nathan Gunn fights Dom O'Grady.
Nathan Gunn, it's more pick fight on me, but 9-2 record, 1 TKO, 3 submission. It's not really impressive, but so is the other guys. So.
Yeah, one thing with Nathan Gunn, I've seen him fight actually in MFC. He lost to Pete Spratt. He got uppercutted and fell flat in his face. That was pretty cool for Pete Spratt. And then he lost to Jesse Harris by head kick. But his only 2 losses are in the MFC against good guys. Pete Spratt, Jesse Juarez is really good actually. So they're not terrible losses. But I'm gonna go Dom. He's a king of the cage veteran on a 3-fight winning streak. I'll go with Dom to win this one. Okay, next fight after that, Will Romero fights Matt Veal.
Will Romero, 7-3 record, 3 KO, TKO, 2 submission, 2-5 win streak, 29 years old, still young.
Yeah. One thing with Romero that kind of sucks is I kind of know him best for the guy who got leg locked by Patricio Pitbull's first fight in Bellator was Will Romero, and Romero got leg locked. And I think he lost the next 2 after that or something like that. However, he's come back. He's now on a 2-fight win streak. He does have a noble win over Mitch Gagnon. I believe Gagnon's going to fight Bryan in the UFC, so that's pretty impressive. With Matt Veal, he has a 9-7 record. Really inconsistent, I mean, just you look at this guy and it's like win or 2 wins, loss. Win, loss, 2. It's just a really inconsistent record. It's hard to pick the guy that's relatively inconsistent.
I agree with you.
And 5 of his, one thing that's funny with Veal though, he has a very interesting stat. 2 of his wins and losses are by KO or TKO, and 5 of his wins and losses are by sub.
Yeah, it's a very weird combination.
Yeah, very interesting stat, but I'll go with Raul Romero to win this one. Okay, next right after that, we have David Bo Harris versus Nick Kirk. Undefeated Nick Kirk.
We gotta go for undefeated Nick Kirk. I mean, the guy has a 2 sub and a 5, decision.
Yeah, he can take it to the ground, then, man.
Yeah, take it on the ground. I mean, this is what he needs to do.
Yeah, man. With Harris, he's coming off a loss actually to Mitch Gagnon. 6-3-1 record, all losses by finish. I gotta go with the undefeated Nick Kirk to win this one. Okay, and finally we got Cosmo Alexander versus Laurent T. Nelson.
T. Nelson.
You got Nelson, huh? Undefeated Laurent, huh?
Well, no. Nelson has a 4-0 undefeated record, 2 KO, 2 sub. I mean, he is not bad sub, man. He bulldog choked the other guy for the win.
Yeah, one of his opponents, by bulldog choke.
Dude,
trains at Grudge, which is a really good place, with Trevor Whitman, if I'm not mistaken. Nate Marquardt's there, Schaub, Carwin, all train at Grudge. However, Cosmo Alexander, he lost his first pro MMA bout. He's a world kickboxing world champion. His first pro MMA bout was against a guy that's actually doing really well, Josh Cohagen. I didn't think, people would think much of Josh, and then all of a sudden he's on a 3, now he's 3-0. But the thing is, Cosmo came back, and then like 20 seconds, TKO'd his opponent. This guy's stand-up is deadly, man. I gotta go with Cosmo Alexander to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, you are talking about kickboxing champion, a world champion. I mean, definitely not something easy. But again, I'm questioning how good his ground game is. I mean, a guy who can bulldog choke his opponent definitely show me he has a certain level of the BJJ knowledge. So I definitely go with the T. Nelson.
Cool, man. Cool. So let's go recap. We have Michael Chandler versus Akihiro Gono.
Gotta go with Michael.
Yeah, Michael Chandler there. Bryan the Beast Baker versus Killer B, Ben Saunders.
I go with my beast.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Ben Saunders. Okay. Ryan Ford versus Luis Sapos Santos.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Ford. I got Luis Sapos Santos.
Man.
And finally, we got on the main card, Damian Grabowski versus Dave Huckaba.
Damian.
Okay, yep, going with Damian Grabowski there too. Okay, on to the prelims. Nathan Gunn fights Dom O'Grady.
Nathan.
Okay, I got O'Grady. Okay, Will Romero fights Matt Veal.
Will Romero.
Yep, Will Romero there. Okay, David Bo Harris versus Nick Kirk.
Undefeated Nick.
Okay, gotta go Nick Kirk. And finally, Cosmo Alexander fights Laurent T. Nelson.
T. Nelson.
Okay, I got Cosmo Alexander. Okay, so that's pretty much it for our predictions for Bellator 67. Just want to remind you again, Nordine Talib is supposed to fight on this card. His opponent has not been announced since this show, but when his opponent does get announced, look in the comment sections for a prediction there. But yeah, you got anything to say, man?
Just watch this fight and have fun.
Yeah, man. Cool. That's pretty much it for MMA for you. Thank you guys very much.